The United States has long been a popular choice for immigrants, but in 2025, certain cities are feeling the strain of rapid population growth. With rising housing costs, intense job competition, and increased living expenses, some urban areas are struggling to keep up. While immigration can boost local economies, the pace of growth in these cities is overwhelming their infrastructure and public services. In this video, we're counting down the 10 American cities that are overcrowded because of immigration in 2025. Some of these cities might surprise you as they experience record population growth. Let's jump right in, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and watch until the end. Number 10, Las Vegas, Nevada. Famous for its dazzling lights and non-stop entertainment, has experienced a massive surge in its immigrant population over the past decade. Its close proximity to the US-Mexico border, along with booming hospitality and construction industries, has made it a hotspot for immigrant workers. Today, nearly 23% of Las Vegas residents are foreign-born. However, this rapid growth is putting immense pressure on the city's infrastructure. Housing costs have skyrocketed, with the median home price reaching $412,000, making affordable housing a serious concern. Many immigrants are left with no choice but to live in overcrowded homes or endure long commutes just to get to work. Schools are also feeling the strain, with classrooms becoming increasingly packed. The Clark County School District, the largest in Nevada, is struggling with a shortage of teachers and resources to support the growing student population. Healthcare services are another major challenge. Hospitals and clinics are working tirelessly to meet demand, yet many immigrants still face barriers to accessing proper medical care, adding to the city's public health concerns. Despite these obstacles, Las Vegas remains a city of opportunity for many newcomers. While immigration fuels economic growth and cultural diversity, the city must tackle these growing pains head-on. From housing shortages to overcrowded schools, Las Vegas's challenges are as big and bold as its iconic Strip. Number 9, Miami, Florida, has always been a major entry point for immigrants, especially from Latin America and the Caribbean. With over 58% of its residents being foreign-born, it stands as one of the most immigrant-dense cities in the U.S. While this rich diversity adds to Miami's unique charm, it also brings serious overcrowding challenges. Housing has become a major crisis, with median home prices soaring to $552,000, far beyond the reach of many working-class families. Sky-high rental costs push many immigrant households into shared living spaces or less desirable neighborhoods. The demand for affordable housing is overwhelming, yet the supply simply can't keep up. Public transportation is another system under pressure. The constant influx of new residents has led to overcrowded buses and trains, while traffic congestion has hit record highs. Commutes now take 20% longer than they did just a decade ago, as the city's aging infrastructure struggles to support its fast-growing population. Education is also feeling the strain. Schools in Miami-Dade County are packed, with many operating beyond full capacity. The rising number of immigrant students has increased the need for bilingual teachers, and language barriers make it even harder to provide quality education for all. Yet, despite these growing pains, Miami remains a thriving cultural and economic powerhouse. Its immigrant communities bring innovation, entrepreneurship, and rich traditions, fueling the city's energy. From the vibrant streets of Little Havana to the heart of downtown, Miami is expanding faster than ever, and now it must find solutions to keep up. Number 8, Chicago, Illinois, has long been a city shaped by immigrants, but in 2024 it is facing serious overcrowding challenges. More than 20% of its residents were born outside the U.S., with large numbers coming from Mexico, India, and Eastern Europe. While these communities bring culture and energy to the city, they also add pressure to essential services. The housing market is feeling the squeeze as affordable homes become harder to find. The median rent for a one-bedroom apartment has soared to $1,700, making it increasingly difficult for low-income immigrant families to secure decent housing. As a result, many are forced into overcrowded apartments or struggling neighborhoods. Chicago's public schools are also under strain, with classrooms filled beyond capacity. The demand for ESL, English as a second language, support has surged, putting extra pressure on teachers and school resources. Healthcare access is yet another challenge. Many immigrants face language barriers and struggle to afford medical care. Community clinics that serve immigrant populations are overwhelmed, leading to long wait times and unmet health needs. These challenges have sparked ongoing debates about how to better support Chicago's growing and diverse population. While immigrants contribute enormously to the city's economy and culture, the realities of overcrowding cannot be ignored. From housing to healthcare, Chicago is working to find a balance between growth and the well-being of its residents. Number 7, Houston, Texas. Stands as one of the most diverse cities in the U.S., with over 29% of its residents born outside the country. In 2024, its booming economy and close proximity to the U.S.-Mexico border have made it a top choice for immigrants. While this has fueled economic growth, it has also led to serious overcrowding challenges. Affordable housing is becoming a major concern, with the median home price rising to $341,000. Many immigrant families struggle to keep up with increasing rent prices or are forced into overcrowded living conditions. As a result, suburban areas are expanding rapidly, putting even more strain on the city's infrastructure. Houston's Independent School District, one of the largest in the country, is also one of the most overcrowded. Immigrant children make up a large portion of the student population, and schools are struggling to keep up. Class sizes continue to grow, and the demand for bilingual education far exceeds the available resources. Healthcare services, particularly in immigrant-heavy neighborhoods, are also under pressure. Many residents depend on community clinics, but these facilities are often underfunded and overwhelmed, making it difficult for people to access affordable medical care. Despite these hurdles, Houston's immigrant communities play a crucial role in shaping the city's economy and culture. From local restaurants to thriving small businesses, their contributions are undeniable. However, for Houston to remain a livable city for everyone, it must find lasting solutions to its overcrowding challenges while ensuring a high quality of life for all. Number 6, Los Angeles, California. Has long been a major destination for immigrants, with more than 36% of its population born outside the U.S. While this diversity brings energy to the city's culture and economy, it also presents serious challenges related to overcrowding and limited resources. The housing crisis in Los Angeles is among the worst in the nation, with the median home price soaring to $830,000. Many immigrant families struggle to find affordable housing, often living in cramped conditions or facing homelessness due to skyrocketing rents and a severe lack of low-cost options. This has only worsened the city's ongoing housing shortage. Public schools across Los Angeles are also under strain, with many operating at or above their capacity. The Los Angeles Unified School District has seen a dramatic rise in demand for ESL, English as a second language programs, putting extra pressure on teachers and school resources. Schools in immigrant-dense areas are especially affected, struggling to provide the necessary support. Traffic congestion in Los Angeles has hit record levels, with commuters losing an average of 104 hours per year stuck in traffic. Public transportation is overwhelmed, and infrastructure development has failed to keep up with the city's growing population, adding to daily frustrations for residents. Despite these obstacles, Los Angeles continues to thrive as a cultural powerhouse, largely thanks to its vibrant immigrant communities. From Koreatown to Boyle Heights, these neighborhoods showcase the city's rich diversity. However, finding sustainable solutions to overcrowding will be essential to ensuring that Los Angeles remains a livable and welcoming city for all. Number 5, Boston, Massachusetts. Has emerged as a top destination for immigrants, with over 28% of its residents now born outside the U.S. Known for its world-class education, cutting-edge healthcare, and booming innovation sector, the city attracts people from all corners of the globe. While this diversity has enriched Boston's culture, it has also created serious overcrowding challenges. The city's housing market is among the most expensive in the country, with the median home price soaring past $700,000 and the average rent for a one-bedroom apartment reaching $2,800. Many immigrant families struggle to afford housing, leading to overcrowded living conditions in areas like East Boston and Dorchester. With limited affordable options, some are forced into shared apartments or endure long daily commutes from nearby suburbs. Boston's public schools are also feeling the pressure, especially in neighborhoods with high immigrant populations. The demand for ESL, English as a Second Language, programs has surged, leaving many classrooms packed beyond capacity. While the city is making efforts to address these issues, resources remain stretched thin. Transportation is another major challenge. Boston's aging subway system, the Massachusetts Bay Transportation Authority, is struggling to keep up with the city's growing population. Daily delays, overcrowded trains, and maintenance problems frustrate commuters, particularly those relying on public transit for work and school. Meanwhile, worsening traffic congestion has made commuting even more difficult. Despite these obstacles, Boston continues to be a land of opportunity for immigrants. Its thriving industries, historic charm, and welcoming communities make it a desirable place to build a future. However, tackling overcrowding and resource shortages will be essential to ensuring that Boston remains a livable and dynamic city for generations to come. Number 4, Dallas, Texas. Dallas has quickly become a top destination for immigrants, with over 25% of its population now born outside the U.S. The city's booming economy and expanding industries, especially in technology and construction, continue to attract thousands of newcomers each year. While this rapid growth fuels economic success, it also brings serious overcrowding challenges. Housing in Dallas is becoming less affordable, with the median home price rising to $395,000 by 2025. Many immigrant families settle in lower-income neighborhoods where affordable options are scarce, leading to skyrocketing rents and overcrowded living conditions. Areas like Oak Cliff and Pleasant Grove, known for their large immigrant communities, are feeling the strain the most. Public schools in Dallas are also struggling to keep up. The Dallas Independent School District has reported a sharp rise in demand for ESL, English as a Second Language, programs and bilingual teachers, with many schools already operating at full capacity. This overcrowding puts pressure on both teachers and students, making it harder to maintain high-quality education. Healthcare access is another growing concern. Clinics in low-income areas are overwhelmed, with long wait times and limited resources. Many immigrants face difficulties getting medical care due to language barriers and lack of insurance, making the situation even more challenging. Despite these obstacles, Dallas remains a city full of opportunity. Immigrant communities contribute greatly to the local culture, from diverse restaurants to thriving arts and business scenes. However, as the city continues to expand, finding sustainable solutions to overcrowding will be key to ensuring a better quality of life for all residents. Number 3, San Jose, California. The beating heart of Silicon Valley continues to attract immigrants chasing tech careers and better opportunities. With over 38% of its residents born outside the U.S., it ranks among the most immigrant-heavy cities in the nation. However, this surge of newcomers has put immense pressure on the city's housing and infrastructure, creating serious challenges. The cost of living in San Jose is staggering, with the median home price soaring past $1.5 million. Even renting is out of reach for many, as a one-bedroom apartment now averages $3,000 per month. To afford housing, many immigrant families are forced to share cramped living spaces, leading to severe overcrowding. Public schools in San Jose are also feeling the strain, with many operating beyond their capacity. The increasing demand for ESL, English as a Second Language, programs highlights the urgent need for more bilingual teachers and additional resources. Schools in immigrant-dense neighborhoods are especially overwhelmed, affecting the quality of education and student success. Transportation is another major challenge, as highways and public transit struggle to keep up with the city's growing population. Traffic congestion and long commutes have become part of daily life, adding stress to residents who rely on these systems to get to work and school. Despite being known as a global tech powerhouse, San Jose's infrastructure is anything but cutting edge. While San Jose offers high-paying jobs and career opportunities in the tech industry, the skyrocketing cost of living and worsening overcrowding make it increasingly difficult for many immigrants to thrive. City leaders must take action to address these pressing issues to ensure San Jose remains a center for innovation and cultural diversity. Number 2, Atlanta, Georgia. Atlanta has rapidly become a key destination for immigrants in the Southeast, with more than 15% of its population now born outside the U.S. The city's thriving economy and expanding industries, especially logistics and healthcare, continue to draw thousands of newcomers each year. However, this rapid influx has intensified overcrowding in several key areas, straining housing, schools, and transportation. Finding an affordable home in Atlanta is becoming increasingly difficult, with the median home price expected to reach $400,000 in 2025. Many immigrant families struggle to secure affordable housing, often ending up in overcrowded apartments, particularly in areas like Dorrville and Clarkston, where immigrant communities are highly concentrated. Public schools across Metro Atlanta are also feeling the pressure as student enrollment surges, many requiring ESL, English as a Second Language, support. Overcrowded classrooms and limited resources have become common in immigrant-heavy districts, making it challenging to provide quality education. The demand for bilingual teachers is far greater than the supply, adding another layer of difficulty to the situation. Transportation is another major issue, as Atlanta's traffic congestion ranks among the worst in the country. Immigrants who rely on public transit face limited and inefficient options, as the city's transit system has not kept pace with the growing population. This results in long, frustrating commutes for many workers. Despite these challenges, immigrants play an essential role in shaping Atlanta's identity. From international cuisine to small businesses, their influence is undeniable. However, for Atlanta to remain a livable and thriving city, leaders must take action to address overcrowding and improve access to essential resources. Number 1, New York City. New York City has always been a top destination for immigrants, with over 37% of its population born outside the U.S. From the bustling streets of Chinatown to the diverse neighborhoods in Queens, the city is a vibrant mix of cultures. However, this massive wave of newcomers has caused serious overcrowding in housing, schools, and public services. The housing situation in New York City has reached a breaking point, with the average rent for a one-bedroom apartment soaring to $3,800. Many immigrant families have no choice but to live in overcrowded shared homes or even illegal basement apartments just to survive. Affordable housing projects are struggling to keep up with the demand, leaving many families stuck on long waiting lists. Public schools in neighborhoods with large immigrant populations like the Bronx and Queens are overwhelmed, often operating well beyond capacity. The New York City Department of Education is struggling to provide enough resources, such as bilingual teachers and ESL English as a second language programs, to meet the needs of the rapidly growing student body. Overcrowded classrooms are becoming the new normal in these areas, making it harder for students to receive quality education. Public transportation is another area feeling the strain. With delays and packed subway cars, commuting is becoming increasingly difficult and frustrating. Immigrant workers who depend on public transit are particularly affected as the system struggles to keep up with the city's rising population. Infrastructure improvements are slow, adding to the daily frustrations of New Yorkers. Despite these challenges, immigrant communities continue to drive New York City's dynamic economy and culture, contributing to everything from small businesses to global industries. Did your city make the list? Let us know what you think about the impact of immigration on these cities in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out our other videos. Thanks for watching.